Hey everyone, it is David at Lunar Beaches Crypto. Guys, we made it. Those of us in the XRP community, we made it. I know. I'm 5 days late as far as putting out a video. I tried to make a video Sunday, but it just wasn't going. It is what it is. I feel like I'm about to really start hammering out some videos. I really need to start putting out some videos, especially since I believe we're about to see some crazy price action. So, with that said, let's go ahead and take a look at XRP. Right now, we're at the top of this visible fixed range volume profile. That is, we're at the what are these things called? Man, I haven't used these things in so long, because I don't really trade with this anymore. Golly, what's the top part called? Oh yeah, value area high, value area low, the POC, yeah. All right, so the POC is where the most trading volume took place within the range from here all the way to here, and so that is where we broke away from, and now we are testing that upper bound of the fixed range volume profile. If I spread this out to the top, very top of the market, the last market, that's when we hit $2 and came all the way down, and we've been dealing with this range for forever. And then we finally got that clean break. And if I go ahead and remove this, we can go ahead and see when I go on in here and put in, let's not do that. Let's do a rectangle thing. Where am I? Right here. And as you can see, this was resistance, support, fell through, came up, resistance, and now we've broken above that, finally getting out of this range right here, this range that is this right here, this whole little range, finally broke out of that. And now the question is, what do we do from here? I know some people are disappointed in 100% move, intraday move. But probably shouldn't be too disappointed. I know if you've been holding for like 5 years, like it's got to be somewhat, disappointing. But at the same time, we've got to keep this in perspective, guys. We've got to keep this in perspective. I'm going to go to an XRP chart that has a little more history on it, the Bitcoin Bitstamp chart, that is. So I want to look at the daily here, and I want to go back to 2017. I think I said in a tweet 2018. I was mistaken. It was definitely this one right here in 2017 that started the rally that led into 2018, right? Didn't it? Yeah, because this thing just went sideways. What is this move? No, it happened at the, it happened at the very beginning of 2018. Sorry, I'll just, sometimes, you kind of forget when you haven't been at a chart for so long. So, right now, what I'm kind of seeing is that we're kind of like looking like this on the weekly chart right now for XRP. This is the daily chart from back then. And I do expect, I don't know if we're going to, I don't know if all the weekly candles are going to look like this, but it also wouldn't surprise me if they did. It would not surprise me if we had this long consolidation for about a month and a half or so, and before the next leg up. The reason why I don't think, or why I wouldn't see that as an issue, is because I could definitely see big, major players buying XRP for an extended period of time at a price that is pretty fair. I mean, it's right now sitting at 75 cents, so, but at a price that is pretty fair, but it's just a consolidation range, guys. So consolidation and then a breakout. But then what happened? What happened was, if we do in the future see something like this, where we see this tip of this candle here to this tip of this candle here, this body that's in between that is going to be our fair value gap. And this is a daily fair value gap. And of course, where does price come down to? It comes straight down to that fair value gap, all the way down. So we had this big pump up, and then it pulled back. Perhaps we started this day, pulled all the way back, and then ran it up. I think that's most likely. And then came crashing down, another correction, goes sideways for a long period of time, and then the next move happens. And then we go sideways and down for a long period of time, and then the next move happens that takes us to all-time highs. Now, I think that this is on the daily chart, so if we go to the weekly chart, we can see just how quick that move actually was back in 2017 and 18. Let's go ahead and just throw this on here. From the beginning of the move, we'll say the break of the range. So we just broke the range, right? So from the break of the range to the very top of the market was 273 days. That's how long it took. Now, to get to this top of this market, it took only 42 days. And then we had, a year of from top to bottom? 200 days or so. Well, top to bottom was more like 56 days, but this whole consolidation range was around, 200 days, and then we had that final breakout. So, my overarching point of this is to get across into people's heads that this is not going to go up in a straight line, especially when we know that XRP is the only crypto that has been declared not a security by law. So, to me, that makes me believe that there are big money investors looking at this right now and assessing it, and that is why we are sitting here just kind of stagnant. And I've been pointing down to the around the $60 range. 58 to 62 is somewhere where I'm looking. 58 to 62 on XRP as for a pullback. It's been showing some really good strength as far as holding up goes. I mean, if I was doing, if I was doing patterns, I would be looking at this as a possible, bullish pennant. I think, maybe. It's kind of wild looking. Let's see. We got bottom, and then we've got the top. Don't count the wick, count the bodies. Don't count the wicks, count the bodies. That's where price closes. All right. Now, just judging off of this, it looks like we're coming up on a breakout of some sort. So that could either be, if I am doing my technical analysis this way, which if it works for you. It really doesn't matter as long as it works for you. But yeah, I'm going to come down over here. I'm going to put that there. And what does that get me to? About 62.5. So, I mean, and if I do from where the breakout could possibly be, breakdown rather, we get down to 59. So, like I said, between 58 and 62 is what I'm looking at. And this kind of helps give me confluence in that fact. So, now, outside of that, if it decides to just keep being super bullish, then the next price move target would put us breaking that high right there. And that would be bullish as well. Could be, but also could be another one of those fake outs, and then we just come down and consolidate for a little longer. This process could take longer than people think, because they're so used to XRP price movement just being so fast, just like this one right here, just this big bump. But as far as like when it comes to like the consolidation ranges, those can vary in length, and they can't go on for too long. But XRP, the thing is like once it's in these ranges like here, to me, if we're bullish, which I think we are, when we're in these consolidation ranges, you're doing one of two things, maybe three. So you're either buying more to prepare for the next move. You either sold up here so that you could buy down here to prepare for the next move. So there's a third option. Or you can just sell and think that that's it. Think that it's done. Or you can wait for it to come down here and just re-enter and just go. So I guess there's 4 options. But anyway, my thesis is that we are very bullish, extremely bullish. I don't care what the FUD starters are saying, all the Bitcoin maxis, who cares? It doesn't matter. They're just PO'd, and all the ETH maxis, they're just pissed off because XRP is literally the only crypto with legal clarity. Now, the lawsuit, I'm not sure that it is binding, which means the SEC still basically has free reign to go after any other digital asset that has not specifically been named in a lawsuit. So this is where we get into where it's time for Congress to come in and make law, make crypto law, to regulate and, yeah, just to do the right thing, really. But anyway, getting a little too far. So that's your conservative breakouts. Typically on these things, what you would do is take the whole breakout. But I'm not so sure. Now, if I was going to the upper bounds, yeah, I would probably take that whole breakout. I'd probably take that to 132, 100. Yeah, $1, 100. Man, I wish. $1.32. Somewhere in there is where this current pennant could take us. So there's the options that I'm looking at. Either way, guys, for me personally, if we're breaking below 62 cents, I am throwing a huge amount of my cash position into XRP. That's just what I'm gonna do, and I don't care if it freaking tanks after that. You know, I set stop losses, or I have my, I have my stop losses. So if I have to get out because it breaks, my my thought process. Oh, excuse me. It's early. My thought process is, I'm bullish until there's a reason not to be. So, my invalidation point is probably 50 cents. We break 50 cents, and that's probably not very good. So I expect 50 cents to hold up, probably even 55. So that's almost as low as I want to see it go. As low as I want to see it go is 50 cents. I think 50 cents would still be okay for us to keep pumping up. So we just got to wait and see how it goes. And I'm just glad to put out a quick video for you guys. If you could, hit that like button and hit that subscribe on your way out. And make some noise for the YouTube algorithm. That'd be great. Comment down below and tell me what you think. What are your expectations for XRP? Are you a Bitcoin maxi and you still think it's a security and it's going to zero? God bless. Good for you. I think you're completely wrong, but that's okay. We can all have our own opinions. Or are you thinking that, we're going to be seeing $5, $10, $15, $20 here soon? Soon as in within the coming months, that is. Let me know. Let me know in the comment section down below. Follow me on Twitter @LunarBeaches. And Nothing in this video was financial advice. Please do not buy or sell anything because of what I say in my videos. Do your own research. And outside of that, that's going to be it for this video, guys. I am going to try and keep updating you as much as possible from now on. I feel like I got to get back to it. I got to get back. I don't care. I've been kind of a snooty ICT guy that knows everything. Blah, 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 blah. Not really knows everything, but, you know, just like kind of poo-pooing other things that I have learned throughout my technical analysis learnings, you know. As far as like patterns, I started off with basic support and resistance and swing highs, swing lows. And then I got into patterns, and then I got into smart money concepts. And then I've been into smart money concepts for a minute, but I've been kind of slowly starting to implement old things that I, you know, recognize, that I understand. And, you know, a lot of times those things play out. So if I can match that with the smart money concepts, if I can get a confluence there, I think I'm going to start, you know, playing those a little more. So, but that's a whole trial and error thing. But for now, this is where we're at with XRP. I love you guys. Like I said, please hit that like on your way out. Make the noise for the YouTube algorithm. And I will see you guys in the next video. Much love. Peace.